Have you ever noticed that sharing too much with family can sometimes cause more trouble than it's worth? As we age, there's a natural urge to be open and transparent with loved ones, believing that complete honesty strengthens bonds. However, wisdom teaches us that not everything needs to be shared. Keeping certain matters private isn't about secrecy or deceit. It's about protecting your peace, preserving your independence, and safeguarding your relationships. In this guide, we'll explore 5 things you may want to keep to yourself after age 65. These aren't about pushing people away, but about maintaining personal boundaries, reducing stress, and ensuring your later years are filled with freedom and tranquility. You might be surprised by how much peace comes from holding a few select matters close. Stay with us until the end, as understanding these 5 areas could transform how you interact with family, granting you greater autonomy and emotional ease. Let's dive in and discover how selective privacy can enhance your life as you age. Financial decisions and assets. Money is a sensitive topic at any age, but it becomes especially complex as we grow older. You might think that being fully transparent about your finances, savings, investments, or plans for the future will prevent misunderstandings with family. In reality, oversharing often leads to complications. Revealing every detail can invite unsolicited advice, pressure, or even family conflicts, particularly when generational views on money differ. While some family members may offer well-meaning suggestions, their input can feel like interference, eroding your sense of control. For example, sharing the exact amount in your savings might prompt questions about your spending habits or suggestions to downsize, invest differently, or allocate more for grandchildren. In unfortunate cases, distant relatives may suddenly show keen interest in your finances, subtly or overtly expecting a share. You may have seen this happen. A friend shares their financial plans, only to face constant scrutiny or pressure about their choices. Once you disclose your full financial picture, you can't retract that knowledge, and it may alter how others perceive or interact with you. Oversharing can also threaten your independence. If family members perceive your financial decisions as questionable, they might feel justified in stepping in, sometimes with good intentions, but often in ways that undermine your autonomy. Comments like, "Are you sure you should spend that much?" or "Wouldn't it be wiser to give some away now?" can create discomfort. Even if no direct pressure is applied, simply knowing others are watching your choices can feel intrusive. This doesn't mean you should never discuss finances. Clear estate plans and necessary details should be communicated with trusted individuals, like an executor or financial advisor, at the appropriate time. However, the specifics, your exact savings, daily spending, or recent investments, are yours to manage. Keeping these private allows you to enjoy your life without unwanted opinions or stress. This isn't secrecy. It's a wise choice to protect your financial sovereignty and maintain harmonious family relationships. 2. Non-urgent health concerns. As we age, health issues become more common, and it's tempting to share every ache, pain, or minor discomfort with family, especially since they care about us. While keeping loved ones informed about significant medical matters is important, constantly discussing every small health issue can create unnecessary worry, stress, or even lead to family members making premature decisions on your behalf. There's a fine line between transparency and overwhelming others with details that don't require their input. Mentioning a minor issue, like occasional joint pain or fatigue, might spark debates about seeing a doctor, changing your diet, or trying new supplements. Family members, particularly younger ones, often mean well, but their concern can escalate into pressure. Before you know it, they're researching treatments, booking appointments, or commenting. You need to take better care of yourself, as if you haven't managed your health for decades. This can feel patronizing and erode your sense of agency. There's also a psychological impact. Constantly discussing minor health issues may lead family to perceive you as frailer or declining faster than you are. They might start treating you differently, excluding you from activities, questioning your ability to travel, or suggesting you need assistance based on a casual mention of knee pain. Once this perception sets in, it's hard to shift, potentially limiting how others view your capabilities and vitality. Of course, major health concerns that affect daily life or require support should be shared, but minor issues are often best kept private. This isn't dishonesty. It's about preserving your autonomy and managing your health without external interference. By choosing when to share, you maintain control over your well-being and avoid unnecessary stress for both yourself and your family. Comment number 2 below if this resonates with you. 3. True thoughts on family conflicts. Family dynamics can be intricate, and as we age, we often find ourselves caught in disputes we didn't choose. Siblings arguing over inheritances, adult children holding grudges, or extended relatives clashing. With years of experience, you've seen patterns repeat, old wounds resurface, and history recycle itself. It's tempting to step in, offer advice, or voice your unfiltered opinions on who's right or wrong. Believing honesty will help. More often, however, this adds fuel to the fire and places you in an uncomfortable position. You may have experienced this, trying to mediate a family argument only to have both sides turn against you, or offering a candid opinion that's misinterpreted, leading to hurt feelings. Family conflicts tend to resolve or persist regardless of your input, and words spoken in the heat of the moment linger. Taking sides or expressing strong views can breed resentment, even after the dispute fades, straining relationships long-term. This is particularly true when commenting on younger family members. Sharing your honest thoughts about a son-in-law, a daughter's parenting, or a relative's life choices might feel truthful in the moment. But these words stick. People rarely forget feeling judged, and what you see as constructive advice may be perceived as criticism or rejection, creating emotional distance that's hard to bridge. Even well-intentioned remarks can disrupt family harmony. The wisest approach after 65 is selective silence. You don't need to agree with everything or ignore issues, but you also don't need to comment on every conflict. Neutral responses like, "I hope things work out," or "I trust you'll figure it out," keep you connected without entangling you in drama. This preserves peace for both your family and yourself, allowing relationships to thrive without the burden of unnecessary tension. By keeping certain opinions private, you foster harmony and protect your emotional well-being. Regrets about the past. Reflection is natural as we age, often leading us to ponder choices made, opportunities missed, or paths not taken. Regret is a universal experience, but sharing these thoughts with family isn't always beneficial. You might feel compelled to discuss past decisions, career paths, parenting choices, or life-altering moments, believing it fosters honesty or self-reflection. However, these revelations can be misinterpreted, causing unintended pain or confusion for loved ones. When you express regret, family members, especially children, may take it personally. Mentioning you wish you'd worked less and spent more time with them might be heard as "I wasn't a good parent." Regretting not pursuing a dream or moving elsewhere could imply your life with them was unfulfilling. Even if that's not your intent, these words can linger, fostering guilt or resentment. Similarly, discussing past relationships, even casually, might make a spouse or family feel like a second choice, eroding trust or closeness. Sharing regrets can also shift how family perceives you. Instead of the resilient, capable person they know, they may see you as dwelling on the past, which can alter their view of your strength and vitality. While it's healthy to process regrets privately, through journaling or reflection, voicing them to family rarely changes the past and often burdens those who care about you. Keep regrets private to carry the past lightly. Focus on the present and future, sharing stories of growth and wisdom instead. This preserves family bonds and reinforces your role as a source of strength, ensuring your reflections don't unintentionally hurt those you love. Comment number 4 below. If you've learned the value of keeping some thoughts private, the full extent of your financial situation. Money is a complex and often divisive topic within families. As you age, you might feel inclined to share details about your financial situation, savings, inheritance plans, or struggles, hoping to foster transparency or prepare loved ones. While certain discussions, like estate planning, are necessary, revealing too much can lead to tension, misunderstandings, or shifted dynamics that are hard to reverse. Disclosing a comfortable savings might change how family treats you. Some may expect financial help, hint at inheritance, or view you as a resource rather than a person. Conversely, revealing struggles can spark excessive worry or prompt family to question your decisions, undermining your autonomy. Either way, money alters relationships. You may have noticed how financial discussions shift interactions. Suddenly, relatives offer unsolicited advice or make assumptions about your lifestyle. Oversharing also risks your independence. The more family knows, the more they may feel entitled to advise or decide for you, suggesting where to live, how to spend, or what's best. This can feel like a loss of control, especially if their input disregards your preferences. For example, revealing a large savings might lead to pressure to downsize or gift money early, while admitting struggles could prompt offers of help that feel patronizing. Share only what's necessary, estate plans, or key decisions. with trusted individuals like an advisor or executor. Beyond that, keep specifics private to maintain control and avoid stress. This ensures relationships remain rooted in love, not financial expectations, preserving your freedom to manage your affairs as you see fit. By prioritizing privacy, you protect both your peace and your family's harmony. Additional considerations for selective privacy. Adopting these privacy practices is about balance and intention, not isolation. To implement them effectively, consider your family dynamics and personal needs. For finances, work with a trusted advisor to document plans, sharing only essential details with family at the right time. Use tools like budgeting apps or secure files to manage your affairs privately, reducing the need to disclose specifics. If pressed for details, respond neutrally. "I've got things handled, but I'll let you know if I need to discuss anything." For health, differentiate between urgent and minor issues. Share significant diagnoses or needs with a designated family member, but handle routine concerns with your doctor. Journaling or talking to a trusted friend can process minor worries without alarming family. To navigate family conflicts, practice active listening and empathy, redirecting conversations to neutral topics. Phrases like, "I'm sure you'll work it out," diffuse tension while keeping you uninvolved. For regrets, reflect privately through writing, meditation, or counseling to gain closure without burdening family. Share positive lessons instead, like how challenges shaped your wisdom. If family asks about sensitive topics, set boundaries kindly. "I'd rather not get into that, but I'm happy to talk about another topic." These strategies maintain open communication while protecting your space. Consistency is key, but flexibility allows for unique situations. If a family member needs financial support or health updates, assess what's necessary to share without compromising your boundaries. Regular self-reflection, through journaling or quiet time, helps you gauge what feels right to keep private, ensuring your choices align with your values and peace of mind. Real-life impact of selective privacy. These privacy practices yield tangible benefits. Margaret, a 67-year-old retiree, stopped sharing her savings details after noticing relatives' unsolicited advice. By keeping finances private, she regained control and enjoyed stress-free family gatherings. John, a 70-year-old widower, limited discussions of minor health issues, like occasional back pain, to his doctor. His children stopped worrying excessively, and he felt more autonomous, maintaining an active lifestyle without their caution. Sarah, a 68-year-old grandmother, learned to stay neutral in her children's disputes, avoiding taking sides. Her relationship strengthened as she became a trusted listener, not a mediator, preserving family harmony. Tom, a 72-year-old, kept past regrets, like not traveling more. Private, focusing on present joys with his grandkids. This shift deepened their bond, free of unintended guilt. These examples show that selective privacy protects independence, reduces tension, and fosters healthier connections, allowing you to age with dignity and peace. By choosing what to share, you create a life where relationships thrive on mutual respect, not obligation or interference. These practices don't distance you from family but enhance closeness by focusing on love, shared moments, and meaningful communication, free from unnecessary burdens. Final thoughts. As you navigate life after 65, recognize that keeping certain things private isn't about secrecy or pushing loved ones away. It's about safeguarding your peace, dignity, and relationships. The 5 areas: financial decisions, non-urgent health concerns, opinions on family conflicts, past regrets, and the full extent of your finances highlight where selective privacy can preserve your autonomy and emotional well-being. Not everything needs to be shared, and wisdom lies in knowing what to hold close. Reflect on your own experiences. Have you shared something that later shifted family dynamics, or held back and found it preserved your peace? Aging brings clarity about what truly matters: your independence, mental tranquility, and the quality of your connections. By being selective with what you share, you maintain control over your life while nurturing bonds rooted in love and respect, not expectations or misunderstandings. These choices empower you to age with confidence, free from unnecessary stress or scrutiny. Consider which of these areas you can apply today. Even a small shift, like redirecting a financial question or keeping a minor health issue private, can create ripples of peace and freedom. Share one thing you learned and how you'll apply it in the comments below. Your insights inspire us to create content that empowers and uplifts. If this guide resonated, like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us deliver resources to inform and encourage. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to connecting in the next guide, where we'll continue exploring ways to live fully and wisely in your later years.